Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Alamjeet Flora from Pothos Events. Welcome to the Wednesday Talk Show. The Wednesday Talk Show is brought to you every Wednesday, and we are here with various experts. So, welcome to all the new viewers who are, viewing us for the first time. We have been doing shows for a year now, and we have touched upon various topics. Various experts have been on this platform, and we are proud to bring them to you. Like today, we have a very talented lady with us, Suranjana Ghosh. Suranjana is a contemporary tabla artist in Sweden. She lives in Uppsala, and Suranjana has been, in Sweden for 20 years, and she has been playing tabla with various artists. She's been collaborating with various artists in different formats like jazz and church choir and many more she has been doing, and she has been playing tabla since the age of 4, and she's been encouraged. She's a woman in this man's world, if I can say, and we'll get to know much more from Suranjana. So guys, let's welcome her on the Wednesday Talk Show. Here she is. Thank you. That was a treat, Suranjana. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And welcome to the Wednesday Talk Show. And so glad to have you here with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you, Suranjana. We know I have introduced you a bit to our viewers, but would you like to tell them a bit more about what attracted you towards tabla and your journey to Sweden?
I born in a musical family. My father, his profession was teaching, but he was playing whole his life music. He was playing tabla. And my mother, she is singing and playing violin. She was also doing dance, Kathak dance. So I born in a musical family, and it was not I have chosen. I just got it somehow. So I
Yeah,
just
it
started to
was
play
you.
tabla. So my father, he was my first guru for tabla,
Mhm.
uh, and his name late Shunil Kumar Das.
Ah, thank you. And how did you come to Sweden from Kolkata to Sweden? How was the journey?
Actually, my hometown, Shiliguri, is close to Darjeeling. I am
Oh,
from North
yes.
Bengal. And then
Okay.
I got state music scholarship from West Bengal State Music Academy.
Mhm.
So that's how I came after my uh, what you call 12 class after 12 class exam. So
Okay.
I came to Calcutta first for this stipend, and after that I finished my study. Um, So-called finished, but of course,
Yeah.
I was invited to Sweden,
Mhm.
and I met some musicians here. After that, I have been invited for international cultural project.
Okay.
That's how I have started
Have
my
been
journey
around.
to Sweden. Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fantastic. It's a good journey. You just inspired many to even look, to they could also move, take our culture to so many different countries. You're doing a fantastic job from past 20 years over here, introducing tabla to these foreigners and collaborating so beautifully with them. Guys, you must check out her shows. They are amazing. So, tabla is usually, associated with men. Like you normally see men playing so much of tabla. So, what was, how were you encouraged to take this up? And did you face any challenges? Did someone say, "Nahi, nahi, it's not for the girls"?
Um, for me, it's a long history. Though
Uh-huh.
I born in a musical family, um, of course, in my time, where I born in a small, you can say in one way, like a suburb,
Mm-hmm.
Shiliguri,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and that time, I mean, in my childhood, the society was much more conservative than you can think now.
Yeah.
So I was the first person, first lady who started to play tabla in that
That
region.
era. Yeah.
And of course, my parents, my father and mother, they have been the pillar for me. It
Hmm.
was really tough everywhere. It was like, why not dancing? Why not singing or not playing shitar? Why
Yeah.
tabla? But my mother and father, they are like, as I said, they're a strong pillar for me. They have been all the time supporting me. Even when I was performing on the stage in my childhood, my mother was playing harmonium with me to keep
Wow.
the nagam with me on the stage. And of course, they followed me all the time. Because of their support, only because of their support, I could come out from this society and I could fight for that. It
Yeah.
was really, really very hard all the time. Even when I was doing study in university, masters, I remember so many stories. Why I was not getting married, why I have to play tabla, why? And some even to go to attend some concert, it was not always I was welcoming by my other fellow musicians. Of course,
Okay.
the scenario has changed a lot nowadays. The next
Thankfully.
generation, my next generation, they are playing tablas. It's no problem now. But in my time, it was really hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine you have broken many barriers because 20 years before and now, of course, nobody can relate to it, but we know what it was back then. It was not so easy. And
Mhm.
especially when, you're a woman and playing a man's instrument, so called.
So
Though
I am,
instruments have no gender, but, people's mindset
yes, yes.
is
So
like that.
means 40 years before, I'm playing tabla now for 40 years. So
Wow.
40 years before, can you imagine how could be the situation? How was
Yes.
the scenario for our society?
Yes.
Um, but I never gave up. Maybe
Hmm.
I haven't got many things in life, but I continue to play tabla because I love tabla. This
Yeah.
is part of my life and a part of my, I mean, me and tabla, I cannot separate it.
Yeah.
That is the thing.
We can see your passion, we can see your compositions, they are so beautiful around tabla, so we totally can get it, when you say that it's like your soul, literally, you and
Oh,
tabla.
thank you so much. Uh,
It's very nice.
you
Yeah.
are praising very much of me, but I am very, I feel little, mm, I'm not so comfortable to hear because I know myself how I know very, very little. And still I am learning. My present guru, Padma Shri Pandit Shapon Chaudhary ji. So I'm taking lesson from him last 20 years.
Wow.
And still, I mean, until my death, I will continue to take lesson. Also, it's not that only. I take lesson from my gurus. I learn in every moment from every musicians and everywhere.
Right.
So, and that much of learning, when I'm learning in that way, and I'm little bit older now,
Hmm.
I understand that how much I have to learn. It's much more I have to go. Um, I know very little. So please, I need blessings, good wishes from everyone, and I only think that I should have the courage to continue my learning.
Yeah.
That is only my wish now.
Yeah. That's very you're very humble by saying that. We know how good you are, and it's good to be a student for life. So you're always picking up on different things and always improvising yourself. What we also see you doing is, you're collaborating with various artists, like you just mentioned that you learn from various artists with whom you collaborate. So what's been like the journey with, when you collaborate with them? How's
Um,
the experience? And
for
I
me,
see different instruments also being used when you are collaborating.
yes. My background, tabla is a North Indian classical music. We
Yeah.
used to play it for tabla, and I have been taking lesson. I mean, the classical bass, what um, all tabla players used to learn from the gurus. So, but I have been always thinking to explore my tabla. Uh, of course, in India, we have some thousands of fantastic tabla players. We have maestros,
Yeah.
legends, uh, and I know myself I can never reach that level. But I have another dream to take tabla from there to another, because I think tabla is not only a rhythmic instrument; it's a musical instrument.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see how whatever I have learned and I'm learning, uh, how can I play this with other kinds of music? Let's say Western jazz,
Yeah.
rock, blues, uh, and different instrument. I have been playing also with church organ in Uppsala
Yes.
Cathedral. I have been playing Domkyrkan, in Lund, the Domkyrkan I have been playing. But
Wow.
it's always, I am learning every moment. To
Hmm.
play with jazz musicians, it's different. To play with a blues musician, it's different. To play Swedish folk musicians, also different. They have so many different rhythm structure in their music. Then I can think how can I utilize or practically I can use all that stuff what I have learned. So
Right.
that way I have my dream was to continue my tabla in that way. And when I came to Sweden, I was so happy. I have a big respect for Sweden, and I love Sweden for different reasons. One of the main reason, equality. I
Yes.
felt first time that I am a human being. I am not a female tabla player because
Yeah.
I think music has a gender or
Yes.
any barrier.
Yeah. True.
Of course, I don't criticize anything. I'm not criticizing any culture or anything. Every country has their own culture.
True.
But I wanted to do more than what I was doing. So in that way, I felt freedom here when I came. And of course, there are so fantastic musicians here, which is available, what is not possible to do in India. Uh,
Right.
so that was one of the most important reason for me to come and continue to stay here to
True.
collaborate with more musicians.
Artists and all. Yeah. Yeah. And you are also composing all these, melodies along with them.
Yeah, that I have my own music group, Tintal, and
Mm-hmm.
I have fantastic musicians in this group, and they have a different backgrounds, and they are really great musicians. So I
Yeah.
try to do some composition, and then I want to see how they can use that melody structure and
True.
illustrate in their way. And I think it's very beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It is.
As I said to you, I'm just a beginner. I'm just learning everything. So I am learning. I'm trying to learn. So
Yeah. I wish everyone is a beginner like you. Fantastic. So, you have also performed in many countries and many music festivals also. So, how has that experience been? And, do you have any specific good memory or bad memory of performing in these events?
uh, yeah, I have many good memories. Uh, yeah, so many. One thing I have been playing in Moscow International Organ Festival.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the years now, but I was playing with a British organist, and that was an amazing experience for me to play there. Musically, the vibration, what I felt, amazing. So that
Mm-hmm.
is one experience, and another fantastic experience also when I was playing also in Russia. I forgot the name of the city with my another group, Minta World Music Group. I have been working with them for many years. And
Okay.
also when I was playing with them in India,
Mm-hmm.
in Bangalore, Mumbai, Chennai,
Yeah.
this was a very special feelings that I have been traveling from Sweden to India to perform in my own country.
Yeah, that must be good.
How how we have been treated by the organizer. Uh, that was really something I experienced.
Okay.
So I
That's
am very thankful that I got these all opportunities. Though I know so little, but I have blessings from God and from my parents and my gurus, teachers. So I'm very blessed for that.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm sure. And that must be an amazing experience to take, your Swedish or your foreigner friends to your country and perform there. It's another proud moment, I can
Yes,
imagine. Yeah.
really, really.
Yeah. And you also do a lot of classes, right? So you do, like you mentioned in the beginning also. So you are taking classes for students. So, how
Mm,
could anyone join your class? And do you have any age limit for this one, or anyone could come?
anyone could come. I
Okay.
have, I mean, from 4 years. Uh, I mean,
Okay.
age is just a number. If
Yeah.
you have feeling for the subject, if you really want, I don't think age can be a problem. So I'm trying to guide some next generation. So
Yeah.
especially in Sweden, uh, I would like to spread more tabla and Indian culture. My subject tabla, of course. So I want to see in future. Of course, one day I will die sooner or later. There, but there will be more tabla player in every corner. There should be some tabla players. That's my dream also. So in that way, I'm trying to guide some young generations, children, young peoples,
Yeah.
middle-aged people, and some of them they are already they're playing in they're playing concerts, so
Wow.
that's
Okay.
good.
That must be good. That must be a good feeling for you that your students. I have seen some kids play definitely, and they play very well, I must say. So that's good, and they're having so much interest in this instrument. That's so good. Uh, and what do you think? Like, I'm sure many parents are watching this, and maybe they have never thought about tabla or any instrument also. So, what would you like to tell the parents that why should a child take up, or even an adult, could take up an instrument? Why should we learn? How does it
Mm, I think music uh, is the only way, only the best natural medicine in any kind of problem,
help?
or especially for children. I think that is the best way to them grow up. When you start to play a rhythm, of course, we have inborn rhythm,
Yeah.
but when you create sound, I'm speaking especially for tabla. When you touch one instrument, check out, you can create some sounds and create together with the rhythm.
Right.
That gives you another creativity, and that helps also for the study.
Yeah.
So I think every children, it is not only tabla, every children should learn some kind of music because that will help their period when they are growing up and they are doing studies. It helps a lot for education, and it give, gives also peace in mind. They
Yeah.
can concentrate much more than their study if they do music. And I think there are some studies also, some researcher has done. A group of
Mhm.
children who has been doing music, one group of people, they are more focused than who is not doing music. So it's also scientifically proved
Proven.
that
Yeah.
music help to concentrate for the children. So um, it's also good in one way. You have something your own where
Yeah.
you can uh,
Create
um,
something. Be
create
creative.
your own identification. You can create your own creativity. You have your own space. Nowadays, I mean, again, I am not criticizing the modern society. It's needed.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, civilization should be in progress.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think we should learn also how we can spend ourselves time within us. So in
Right.
that way, I think not a mobile, not a, to call it iPad. I'm very bad in technical stuff. So I think one musical instrument will be the tool to recognize yourself, to help you to
True.
create inner peace, rather than a lot of information in this iPhone or whatever is there.
Yeah, and it's such a good distraction, you're being creative. And they say that when you play a musical instrument, you're actually using your left and right brain, like both, which is
Mm,
so good. It's a good brain exercise, and
mm,
it's so nice and a good way of distracting them away from the gadgets and take another gadget.
mm. In our time, I remember still we have television, but we have been allowed to see only Ramayana. It was on Sunday, I think.
Yeah,
And
only on
many
Sunday, right?
people used to come to our house and we sat together to see the Ramayana, nothing
Yeah,
else. And we
true.
had a very nice time. I, I
Absolutely.
think, I mean, new generation, young children, they are very good in when it comes to what you call technical things. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I think they are missing a lot of things their own, what they are born with.
True, true, true. Because they're so busy, I feel sometimes just being on the gadget that, you need some time off everything so that you can focus on what you are doing or what you are good at. So I think we are missing sometimes that, but I hope the generation copes and does well.
Hmm.
So good. And Suranjana, it's been so lovely, but I would still want you to tell us, any last words that you would like to share with all our viewers today. Many are watching you today, and they will be viewing this video later also. So, any message for them?
I would like to tell all the viewers, please listen music. Um, if you have young kids, try to encourage them to play music. That will help. Again, I am emphasizing any modern technology, but try to take the mobile from their hand at least for 2 hours in a day, and train them how to spend a day without this mobile internet and focus something else. So I think every children, they are so cute, talented. They are all creators. So help them to create something their own. It's not that they have to be a famous person, they have to be a professional one, but still help them to do something from their own feelings and creativity, what will help them in future. So that is one thing, and for also other things, I really would like to share because of this pandemic, especially the cultural sector
Yeah.
is very much destroyed. I mean, very much sufferer.
Yeah.
We, as a general people, we give price for everything. If we go for a fika, we can spend very easily 100 crown. When
Hmm.
it comes music, we think very much, oh my God, 100 crown one ticket cost. No, if we can get some guest ticket, this is a very, I don't know, it's a very, like a tradition is coming. If you know some friends, some musician friends you have, it's always come. So could you please fix some guest ticket for us or something? And I am little bit tired, and especially after this pandemic, I
Yeah,
see how much our cultural sector, musicians all over the world, they're suffering.
true.
So please, I'm requesting all of you, please, like you can never ask one doctor if you see, could you please do this operation for me when you will come to our home or when we will meet in the home, or you can write some prescription or any office people, you can never ask. Or simply you cannot go in Ika and ask for one bread for free. So
Yeah,
why culture should be free? Please respect all the musicians. It's a big
yeah,
struggle. It's a long life struggle we do. It's a never ending subject. So I really would like to request all of you, please give more respect to the musicians and help them to survive in this world and support new generations so that our culture will continue. Our own culture, we should focus also our own culture. We shouldn't forget. Even I am living in Sweden, it doesn't mean that I am only doing collaboration. I am also playing my mm, what I have learned, the
yeah.
basic.
You are
So for
putting
this,
India also on the map, and you're doing so much. So
so we shouldn't forget our root. We should keep our tradition. At the same time, we have to cope with and collaborate with new music, so we can enrich our culture and help each other and peace in mind to listen the music. I think that will help you in life. Also, in broader perspective, I think we will help to listen music or do the music. The world itself, it will be in a better shape.
yeah, yeah. Because music really bonds cultures from different, like, even if you don't know the language, the music really bonds everyone.
Exactly. You don't have to know the music. What does it mean? It touches heart. Then
Yeah,
we are together inside.
true, true. Such a wonderful message, Suranjana. That was beautiful. I'm sure all our viewers are going to relate to this, and I totally agree with you. Pothos Events also does a lot of live shows, and we bring talented artists from India also. So we know that there's so much effort that goes behind. The artist is working for hours to just make that 1 hour so precious for you. So there's so much work that goes, and I would also like you to share if any other concerts are coming up, so that our viewers who are viewing, they can come to your concerts.
On Sunday, 14th November, 6 o'clock, I am playing with my group Tintal in Stallet,
Mm-hmm.
Stockholm. And then I play in Uppsala. I have many more concerts, but the recent, I mean, very soon I am going to play in Stockholm, Stallet with my world music group, where I am collaborating with all the fantastic musicians from Sweden. So I
Wow.
really would invite all of you, if it's possible, if you are free, come and listen us, join with us.
And where could they find this information, Suranjana? Is it on Facebook? Do you have it on Facebook, all this?
Yes, on Facebook there are the link, also my homepage,
Yeah.
tablashuranjana.com.
Okay.
There you will find the information.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, on Starlet homepage, you will find the information.
Okay. Great.
Mhm.
Yeah, so then everyone please log in, and you're talking about only about November, but I'm sure there are so many lined up in
Yeah,
December and
yeah.
Jan.
They-
So please
I'm
go.
sorry, I don't remember all the dates right now.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know, I know. I know there are so many, it's difficult to remember, but that's what I want to tell the viewers, that if you're watching this, please go on these sites, look out for your most appropriate date, and come for that show. and support our musician Suranjana. She's doing so, so well. We're so proud of you for doing this.
Oh,
So
thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you so much, Suranjana, for being with us. It was really wonderful. So we have Gauri Pandit who's joined us and she's saying inspiring messages. Mangla is saying good luck to you and more power to you.
Oh,
So
thank you.
we have
Thank you.
wonderful messages. All the viewers are so happy to, see you, hear you. So thank you so much again for
Thank
joining
you
us.
for inviting me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Suranjana. See you.
Bye.
So that was Suranjana Ghosh from our very own Sweden. She lives very close to Stockholm in Uppsala. And next week, please join us for this amazing lady who's going to be with us. Her name is Diksha. Diksha is she's encouraging women entrepreneurship. So if you want to know more about it, please join us. It's going to be an exciting event next week. So join us next week. Looking forward to you guys joining us. Bye.